Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Liv Kenya. If you have never watched any of my videos, welcome. So guys, I'm in the green city under the sun, as they call it, Nairobi City, capital city of Kenya. I'm going to show you how Nairobi looks. This is the episode Nairobi City under my lens. Let's explore this. I'm recording on a Sunday. It is the only day when you can freely record. Otherwise, on those other days, you will meet our Kanjo County Council. So guys, let's do this. You can find basically everything and anything you ever wanted in Nairobi. We have several universities along this street. University of Nairobi is the oldest university after Makerere, which is also in Uganda. So this is just one of those. It performs so well. It is usually among the top 20 in Africa. So when you come here, there are universities. Now there are so many buildings in Nairobi, the very old ones and the new ones. The new ones are just skyscrapers, no kidding. The architecture is just on another level. Guys, check this out. Just see how empty the streets are on a Sunday. Nairobi keeps growing. There are always new buildings coming up. For instance, it is still under construction. This is one of those footpaths that was constructed the other day. A footpath that separates two roads, that side and this side. The buildings out here have the most fascinating architecture ever. Now this is Jamia Mosque. It is one of those old buildings in Nairobi, and it is right opposite Jamia Mall. And here in Jamia Mall you can get all kinds of upholstery that you'd want, all for your curtains, for your seats and all those. And right behind me is City Market. City Market is where you get all kinds of meat that you'd like. Let's just appreciate how good these roads are, both the ones on the main streets and the lanes, because there are some cities which are very dusty. Behind me is the National Media Center. It is one of those landmarks in Nairobi. Now, talking of skyscrapers and beautiful architecture, check around all this around me. Don't you love that? Ini how much? Huh? Wow! But it's pretty. So you're really yes. These are the unique things you only find in Nairobi. On Sunday, come next to Judiciary and you'll find these things at a very, very fair price. You have seen it all. Now guys, I'm standing in the middle of the biggest and one of the oldest buildings, the famous landmark KICC. The architecture's idea was that this building should look like a donkey's male organ. Put that picture in your head and just look at that. Something funny about this thing, I've never been here, just imagine. However, my father told me that my grandfather was among the few, actually the many builders who built that building. I come from a family of Masons, so this is an honor. I don't know how true that is. Sijui kama alikuwa anajichocha, but just believe it. So if you have touched Kenyan 1,000 shillings, there is this building somewhere in there. This is the founding father, and here is KICC, the monument of our first president, Mzee Jomo Kenyatta. That one over there. KICC in full is Kenyatta International Conference Center. Nairobi is known for its conference facility. Many organizations come here to just hold that, those business conferences, international conference, humanitarian conferences. So one of those tourist attractions is that one. A few years ago, KICC was the tallest building, and then Times Towers followed. Right now there are many other tall buildings. I've lost track. Just imagine. And by the way, if you get lost in Nairobi, ensure you mark this building. You might find your way. There is this building, there is Afya Center, there is AIRBNB Bank, and the Parliament. If you just look up and you see one of those buildings, they will help you redirect your way. Many people get lost here. You know, not everyone is a city person, and not everyone is a resident of Nairobi. For instance, I am not. But usually I mark those few places so that I cannot get lost. Now, as you can see that clock over there, there is where our national parliament is, but I cannot get any closer because of national security restrictions. The whole view of Nairobi. This is just amazing. I've never been up here. I'm at the top of KICC. From the top of KICC, you can see all the skyscrapers. Check out this one. This is genius engineering, architectural work. This is really nice, and it's still under construction. This whole side, this is where the CBD is, Central Business District. Over here you can see there are many more buildings. They are a bit closer and all that, and there are few parks like that one over there. There are others over there. When you come to Nairobi, expect to pay for your parking. There's no free parking. You'll have to be very patient because traffic jams are just a normal thing, very normal. I've never been up here, and Nairobi is beautiful from this end, like literally just I can't even explain this. You just have to come to the top of KICC to see, and you can see the developments that are going on. Nairobi is expanding towards its outskirts. Expect good business because clearly there is economic growth around here. Please, when you come here, just know you have to learn the art of minding your business. On these streets, people walk so fast. If someone hits you, just ignore and move on. Once you learn the art of minding your business and being aware of your environment, you will be fine. So guys, let me take you to the outskirts of Nairobi so that you can see what else is out there, and also you can see the famous expressway. It is still under construction, but so far it is very close to being finished. I'm so excited about that. So let's explore some more. Here are 5 facts about Nairobi. The word Nairobi comes from a Maasai word which means cool waters. And Nairobi was founded in 1899 by British colonialists. It was made the capital city of the Republic of Kenya in 1963 during our independence. Did you know about that? It is also the only city with a national park where you can go for safaris, and there are other places where you can see animals like the Giraffe Manor, which is the most Instagrammable hotel in town. Ensure you pass by there. Most Nairobians speak Sheng. It is a language that is derived from Swahili and English, and also with a mixture of Kenyan tribal languages. So when you come, you will hear a few words if you speak in English or in Swahili, but there are some other things that needs explanation. Finally, to get to different destinations in Nairobi, you can either use the matatus or commuter trains, which are very efficient. You can also use an Uber and Bolt as other online transportation. And if you're living Nairobi, you can either go by air. We have an international airport called JKIA, and you can also go by day or night SGR, or you can use a matatu. Upper Hill is amazing. Now let's go to Westlands. But before I take you there, you need to know that Nairobi has numerous malls, which are also some tourist attraction. For example, we have Two Rivers, which is the biggest mall in East and Central Africa, and it has all the designer shops you know of. Anything you need, you will get it there. Also, before you leave Nairobi, you also have to try out our matatus. Matatus are the public means of transport. These matatus have graffitis of all the African and international celebrities, and they have very loud music. That is why they are called moving clubs. This is just awesome. Nairobi is beautiful, like for reals. Nairobi is beautiful. I've never seen it from this angle, or rather this way, but I'm amazed. Every time I come back to Nairobi, it's usually different. There's always a construction, always a building, always a road being constructed. So if you disappear for like a year and then you return, you will get lost. You won't know which, especially if you are driving. Woe unto you. Now guys, this is Honey and Dough. We are here for our dinner and to watch the beautiful sunset. Coffee o'clock.